Hello everyone and welcome to the final round of our GSC Championship. This is round 10 at Curitiba. I am Matt and Danny will be joining me in the commentary box to talk us through what will be an exciting race as we've still got Championship on the line. So we've got Ellis, who is currently tied on points with Ovi, and he's leading by the number of wins so far. Ovi needs 11 more points than Ellis to clinch the championship this round. RLD have already got the constructors across. And then we've got a couple of battles for second, third and fourth in the drivers and possibly teams, although I don't think teams is going to change much. But plenty still to play for. Currently got 2.5 minutes left of practice. So Gary Kemp leading the way at the minute from the two RLDs of Ellis and Ovid, and we've got Askoff making his return to racing since the Brasilia race back in round 2. Chiroseth's currently 5th, Hamilton 6th, Kramer is 7th, Hamilton standing in for Lee again, Tim Steele is 8th, Adrian Herrera is 9th, James Reed is currently in 10th. But of course this is only practice, so none of this will matter. Qualifying is going to be the important one. And that will get underway in just a minute or so.
Hello Matt.
Hello.
Having a couple of laps on track myself. Really fun track to drive Curitiba is.
Did provide a entertaining race for the second race even of last season.
Oh yes, I still remember some of the amazing overtakes.
Steele going around the outside of Lee, I think it was, into turn 1 was one of them.
Matt By having an awesome performance as well.
Indeed.
Seconds remaining of the session.
Yep, and it's not who we thought it would be leading. Kemp is ever so slightly ahead of Addis and Ovi at the minute. Addis just needs to finish 4th to clinch the title, I do believe. Session's over, looks like everybody's just about finished now.
Remind us on the point system that we're following.
The point system we're following is 15, 11, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I do believe. So on to qualifying we go then. Just waiting for the cars to come out on track. Kemp is going to be first car out on to the pit lane at least. I wonder if everyone's figured out which is the right line for the speed limiter this season. Session goes green, then we've got 15 minutes of qualifying. And Kemp is first one out the pit lane. And then it will be Kramer just behind him. James Reed will be next. Can Kemp challenge for pole? Can Reed challenge for pole? He was up there last qualifying session in Velo Park as well. There's Matt Byers just appeared out of the garage as well, so we've got a good grid for this round, 11 cars. And some faces we've not seen for a while as well. See what Askov can do after being out of the car for getting on for, well, 9 weeks now I should think it is actually. Just waiting for Kemp to come around the final corner, he can start his flying lap, first one of the session. This is the 3rd longest track on the calendar I do believe, at least lap time wise. Tricky first corner here as well. Kemp has done a 20.2 first sector, so let's see what Reed and Kramer can do.
Starting the lap.
Reed's 10th or so slower so far. Reed has actually got ahead of Kramer. Kramer must have gone back to the pit lane actually. Kemp has just gone a 33.2 for the second sector. Nobody can get close apart from Reed so far in the first sector either. 20.9 seems to be the favourite. Ovi's just done a 20.4. Good lap time around here, it's probably just under a 1 minute 20. Kemp does a 1 minute 19.234. Bit slower than what he managed in practice. James Reed will be next to complete a lap I do believe. In fact I think he's just done it. Yes he has, he's gone second with a 1 minute 20.5.
Askov around the final corner, into the start finish line. Straight. 1 minute 20.7.
Who have we got next out there? Ovi I think should be setting time. Just coming around the final corner actually. Audi with their new livery this race, very colourful, I must say. And it's second for Ovi then, so knocks Reed out. Hamilton's popped into 5th, still 6th. There is 5 cars at least in the first sector at the minute, as Ellis has just popped into 2nd. And I think that was Ovi who's going slightly quicker in the first sector. Yes it is, because he's gone purple. Jurasek, he'll be the next car through. Currently 8th in a minute, not set a time so far. See what he can do as we come around the final corner. Jurasek stays 8th then.
Probably purple, perfect.
Jurasek 6th actually, sorry, not 8th.
He across the line, 1 minute 18.9.
That's pretty much what Kemp managed in practice then, so those two very close together. What can Ellis do? Is he currently on a lap? He is, but it's not going to be the fastest so far. He's done a purple 3rd sector though. Ellis in 2nd at the minute, as Askoff is all over the place in the background there, spinning off track in, I think that's just after turn 2. He was on an outlap. See what's happening further down the grid. Hamilton's currently 7th, Kramer is 8th, Herrera is 9th, and Steele is in 10th, and Mackby is in 11th. Mackby has not set a respective time yet, Steele's just spun it. Mackby, he is, what's he doing? Quicker in the first sector. Second sector so-so, what can he do in the final sector? Right, final corner he comes. And this is going to put him in 10th place, just ahead of Steele. Still quite a way off the pace though, but he's got 8 minutes to try and improve on that. Ovi is currently crashing into a wall. What can Ellis do? 2nd, he's obviously had a mistake somewhere because that was a very slow lap. James Reed's currently on a lap in 4th, his first sector was green. Second sector is quite a way off and he's pitting actually. See what Jurasek can do then. 0.031 between the two RLD cars at the minute. And then Kemp is 10th behind. Jurasek, he stays in 5th, does improve. In fact, no, he doesn't improve his lap time. Is Ellis currently on a fast lap? Yes, he is. He's going quicker in the first sector. Not purple though, second sector's purple.
Askoff across the line with a 1 minute 20.5 moves up to 7th.
What can Ellis do? This could be on pole. Yes, it is. 0.229 quicker than what Ovi was doing. 118.708 for Ellis. Mackby's got himself up into 8th, Sim still in 11th, 7.2 off the pace. And he's had a poor first sector as well, that's 3.5 seconds off. Askoff 7th. Nobody's on a particularly quick lap at the minute. See what Kemp can do. I don't think this will be much special though. Kramer just setting another lap time. Kemp across the line. He stays in third. Doesn't improve his time either. Try and find someone who's actually on a lap. Askoff is on a lap. What's this going to be for him? He's not particularly quick, but it's a new fastest lap for him. Stays in 7th. 5 minutes to go, just over. Herrera currently in 10th, just ahead of Askoff. Let's hope we have a cleaner start than what we did last season as well, because that was a bit of a mess going into that chicane.
Well, yeah, that chicane's kind of tricky. Pretty difficult to do it alone. So imagine doing it with 2 cars alongside.
Yeah, and having to make sure you don't brake too early for everyone else behind you as well. Herrera just spinning out of his lap there. What's him still up to? He's on a pretty good lap so far. Tad wide there, just as they come around the hairpin. See what his second sector is. It should be coming up fairly soon. It's a new personal. Oh no, that's Jones that's just set a new personal best. Second sector's not too bad. Couple tenths off. What can he do in this final sector then? Seems still currently in 11th.
Look what we have here. Durasite behind Kramer.
Both of them on a flying lap as well. I know Kramer's just starting one actually. Still improves to 1 minute 20 and jumps up in to a position which I can't find, 10th. Durasite's just gone. In fact, everybody's going straight on at that first corner at the minute. Ellis currently leading the way from Ovi. And then Kemp and Weed. Hamilton standing in for Lee yet again in this race.
Oh wait, that wasn't actually Kramer, it was Andrew Jones.
Yeah, Jones has gone back to his original livery. Durasite just getting out the way for Hamilton there. Hamilton didn't have the greatest of races in his debut at Velo Park. Let's hope he can have a better one here. He's currently in 9th position. On a personal best lap though. Alice is quite a way ahead of Ovi. Kemp's not too far behind Ovi though. Reed isn't too far behind Kemp either. Top 4 are fairly close. 21.2, that won't be a new personal best for Hamilton. And in fact, I don't think. Oh yes, it was. It was 0.5 off his personal best. There's too many names on the timing screen. I'm getting lost. That's Andrew Jones up to. He's got the brakes locked up. Currently in 12th. Ellis has just done a final sector in purple, but doesn't improve his lap time. Jones really struggling at the minute, and he's off track as well. Askoff has just jumped into 5th with a 1 minute 19.7. See if Askoff can score some points for VTR. Larson not turning up to the last 3 races. Just a minute and a half to go.
Ooh, Matt By going into the fence.
Ascoff's on another personal best lap as well. What can he do? Second sector, it's 54.007. That is not a personal best for him. Around the final corner he comes. One minute 20.176, that's slower than what he managed last time.
This will be his final lap.
There doesn't seem to be all that much going on out there. Jones is currently on a quicker lap at the minute in 12th, but he's just blown that by going off track by lots of things. Ellis is in the pit lane, so he won't be getting another run. Ovi's not on a particularly good lap either, and I think he might be pitting. He's parking. Not sure what Ovi's doing there. Going back to the garage. So, top two spots are most definitely sealed, I think. Won't improve this lap and he won't be starting another one, so I think it's going to be Ellis, Ovi, Kemp and Reed as the top four. Ascoff isn't on a very quick lap either. Jurasek has finished in 6th. By Hamilton, Steele, Herrera and Jones are all in pit lane. We're just waiting for Kramer, who's currently 7th and is not improving so far. Ascoff, of course, going to finish his up very shortly.
Closing 5th.
Kramer, he's not really doing much to improve. Second sector is nowhere special either. It's quicker than some drivers, but it's not personal best for Kramer, so I don't think he'll be moving up the order. Kramer's going to be in 7th. Especially if he goes and spins it like that as well, coming out the final corner. So that is the top 12 of qualifying. Ellis, Ovi, Kemp, Reed, Ascoff, Jurasek, Kramer, by Hamilton, Steele, Herrera and Jones. There's a good scrap going on between Kramer, by Steele, Herrera, Jones actually for the Drivers' Championship as well. On to the race we go then, which will of course be Ellis leading the way. Is that everybody on the grid? I think it could well be. Just waiting for Hamilton, I do believe. Who didn't make it, I don't think. No, Hamilton didn't make it onto the grid, so he'll be starting from the pit lane. Bit of brake and tyre warming then. So it's going to be between Ellis or Ovi for this championship. It's the first time it's gone down to the wire, and it's going to be a big ask for Ovi, but anything can happen. Ovi needs to win with Ellis being in 4th at least, I think. Ovi needs 11 more points than Ellis. Very pitiful Audis. Who do you reckon is going to win this then, Danny? It's got to be Ellis, surely.
Well, if you say that, I'll go with Ovi.
Well, Ovi has won the last 2 races on the trot, so... Well, last 3 actually, isn't it? I think
didn't make it to the start either.
so 2 cars starting from pit lane then. They're gonna have to, well, they'll avoid the first corner mayhem, so I suppose that's something for them. Let's hope Hamilton can have a better start to his race than what he had last time out in the Velo Park. Round the final corner we come then, get this race underway in just a couple of seconds time. Wait for the lights to go green. We actually do so now. We are underway here in, where are we? Curitiba. Ovi's already gone around the outside of Ellis actually. Reed's looking to get around the outside as well. Ellis is being swamped into turn 1 here as Kemp goes through. We've got completely the wrong camera angle there, we go. So it's Ovi, Kemp, Reed, Ellis, Kramer, Jurasek, Jones, Askoff, By and Steele making their way through turn 1. We've got through there. Sorry.
Lost a lot of positions there.
Got through there without too much of a major incident. Matt By just dropped behind somebody. Hamilton's tired from the race, either jumping the start or something. Herrera managed to get out. Although Herrera is currently classed as being lapped down, which is a bit strange. I think Hamilton may have been disqualified. Actually, Andrew Jones just jumping up into 7th in the background there, I think. Jurasek's dropped down behind Matt By now. Ovi's going to lead us round to complete lap 1 then. And then it'll be Kemp and Reed as the 2nd and 3rd drivers. Alice knows he doesn't need to win this, so he's probably not pushing as hard as he normally would if we were further or lesser the way through the season. Although it looks like Ellis could be trying to make a move on Reed around the outside of turn 1. Can't quite get the job done there though.
Oh, contact. I think it was Jones and...
Kramer's certainly off track. Oh, it's Kramer that made contact with someone.
Jones went sideways on first chicane.
Kramer?
Oh, something's going on in ahead. James Reed spun it, I think.
Looks like he could well have done because he's all the way down in 7th. See if we can get a replay on that. Well, there might have been slight contact with... in fact, Ovi's off track as well. Might have been slight contact between Ellis and Reed. It's all kicking off here because Ovi is way down the field. I think he's... oh no, he's 2nd at the minute. I'm confused as to what's going on because Askoff jumped up into 3rd, Ellis is 4th, Jones is 5th, Matt By is 6th, James Reed is 7th. He's got Steele all over the back of him as we come into the final corner. Steele doesn't want to be breaking on the grass there, though he's still going around the outside of Reed though. That was... how he managed that, I do not know. Jurasek in 9th, Kramer's 10th, Herrera's 11th after his pit lane start. So Kemp is pulling away from the field here as Ovi's making a move on. In fact, that's Askoff trying to get around the outside of Ovi. Ellis is in there as well. Ovi still in 2nd, followed by Askoff and Ellis.
Reed overtaken 2 cars on the main straight.
We've got a 3-way scrap for 2nd at the minute between Ovi, Askoff and Ellis. Askoff may have been out of the car for 9 weeks, but it doesn't seem to have affected his pace so far. Down the inside he goes into turn 2. Is there going to be contact? Very slight. Although can Ellis capitalise on that as well, because he could get a run on Ovi. Askoff's up into 2nd, Kemp is putting away by 7 seconds now. Everyone trying not to run into each other. Reed looking to get past Jones in the background. Matt By running a bit wide out the hairpin. What can Reed do as we come into the final corner? Jones is all over the place here. This could give Reed a chance if he can get the power down a bit earlier. Definitely got more momentum. Askoff looked like he got the brakes locked up. Down the inside goes Reed into 5th.
This race is crazy.
Whoa! Matt By off in the background. Matt by hit the wall hard in the background there. Ooh, just avoids Kramer. So Kemp's leading the way. Askoff is about to be overtaken by Ovi into turn 1. Can Ovi get it slowed down in time? No, he can't. Ellis is going to get past him up into 3rd. Anyone would think it's the final race of the season. Reed is up into 5th now after he's got past Jones. Steele is in 7th. Jurasek is 8th. Kramer 9th. By 10th. Herrera is 15 seconds behind by after the pit lane start for him.
50
So Ovi,
or 50.
15.
I thought he was a lap down.
No, it seems to have fixed itself now.
Ah, okay.
Oh, Askoff's very deep in the hairpin. There's going to be contact between him and Ellis. Ovi's got perfect seat to watch this at the minute. Kemp nearly 9 seconds ahead already. Kemp has got that lead and ran away with it in the first 6 minutes of the race so far. Ellis all over the back of Askoff as we come into the final corner. Push to pass will most definitely be in play, I think, as Ellis tries to get round the outside of Askoff on the exit. Askoff defending heavily on the inside, but I don't think it'll be enough. Or it might be. Ellis still isn't passed. They probably both use push to pass there. Down the inside, Ellis doesn't pick up the place from Askoff. He's got good momentum.
Have a better exit now. All over the back one. Let's go.
Thinking better of it, I think. Oh, there's a gap. Is there enough of a gap? Not quite. Askoff doing a good job in 2nd so far. As everybody comes piling into the hairpin, Ellis has got good run out of here. I think James Reed's just got past Ovi in the background, although he's wide. Ovi's on fire! Ovi's out of the race! What has happened to Ovi? Something went drastically wrong in the gear change coming up to the hairpin. That is Ovi's championship chances gone. Ellis will be...
Fourth gear to 3rd gear for some reason.
Ellis will be champion then. In fact, where's Kemp gone? Oh no, he's still there. So, something drastically wrong in the gearbox of that Audi. And unfortunately that ends an 18 race streak of finishing for OV as well. Good battle for 2nd so far though between Askoff and Kemp. Ellis even. Kemp is 10 seconds down the road. Reed's not too far back behind these guys either as Ellis dives down the inside for turn 2. I don't think there's quite enough room though. Andrew Jones still 5th, Jurasek 6th, Simseal 7th, Kramer is 8th, Matt By is 9th, Adrian Herrera 10th.
Ovi's gonna be so disappointed.
He will indeed, because
a bit of contact between Ellis and Askoff.
Just as I was saying, Jones is in 5th, he's gone and spun it somewhere because he's all the way down in 8th now. Can Matt By challenge him? Kramer looks... Whoa! Kramer, Jones almost running into the side of each other. Matt By making his way up through, giving Jones a bit of a nudge off track there. So that is Ovi's first retirement, right when he didn't need it as well.
Do you ever need a retirement?
Well, not particularly, but especially not at the final race when you got a chance at the championship.
Indeed. Nice
Ooh, Ellis trying to get round the outside of Askoff, he's done it. Ellis back into 2nd then. James Reed 4th, not too far behind these guys, 2.5 seconds or so. But there's certainly been plenty of action and we're not even 10 minutes into the race so far. Steele 6th, Kramer 7th, Matt By has caught Kramer and currently in 8th.
Yeah,
although he's gone deep.
Steele and Jurasek as well.
By could lose that place to Jones. Where is Jones? Just queuing around the corner now. Whoa! Jones got what looked like a tank slapper on coming out the exit there and made a bit of contact with by
returning the favour.
somebody's off track somewhere.
Yeah, Jones.
Oh, it's Jones, is it?
Yeah, Matt By just nudged him out of the way pretty much.
At his fastest lap, 1 minute 18.8. That's almost as quick as quali. Can Sim still take 5th away from Jurasek as we come into turn 1. I think he's a bit too far back at the minute. Closes up under braking though. I don't think Steele's going to get this slowed down, although he does get it slowed down. Looked like he was coming in pretty hot. Kramer's not too far behind Steele either. That is starting to eat into that gap of Kemp. Steele, ooh, just keeps it on track. So Steele starting to drop back a bit from Jurasek on this lap. James Reed still 4th, Haskov still 3rd. Ellis chasing down Kemp for what is going to be the lead in about 10 seconds time. If he can get sort of lap times that he needs. Kemp with a slow lap there, actually at 20.4. He must have made a mistake at some point. Because Ellis does 1 minute 18.9. Chops that gap down to 8 seconds. Oh! Someone's off in the background. I think that could well be Steele spinning. It was indeed Steele spinning. Kramer up into 6th then. Couple of incidents for the Boston cars on this lap. Herrera still 10th. He's got the gap down ever so slightly on Jones.
Reed is catching Ashkov.
Yeah, he's only 1.5 behind at the minute.
Reed having very good pace on the race for the past few races.
Yeah. He's gone from being in 5th, 4th, 6th, 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 and then he's had 3rd, 4th, 3rd, and he's currently 4th at the minute.
Might be battling for 3rd again soon. Are you going to be seeing the usual 2 pit stop strategy here as well?
Judging by the fact they're running at quali pace, I should think so. You could tell straight away with better part they were definitely one stop in that. Reed slowly catching the Askov. Gap's halved in the last sector actually. Good lap from Reed there. This is probably closest battle on track, although Steele has just been passed by Matt By as well actually.
Ashkov might be struggling to find the pace after missing so many races.
Yeah, Askov is probably about 2nd or so slower than everybody else at the minute. Wow, Reed catching Askov quite a bit there. Askov pitting. Suppose, wow, yeah, we're already into pit stop window, guys, actually. Let's come around quick. That is slowly catching Kemp. Gap's down to 6 seconds now. So Reed up into 3rd then.
Question is, can he keep the pace, or the place, when he makes his pit stop?
Indeed, it's going to be interesting. Well, everyone, Askov especially, needs to make sure he's leaving the pits on the right line as well. We're just about to find out. He does get the right line indeed.
But Askov down to 8th after the pit stop.
Jones just pitting as well. See what Reed can do then. He looks to be in a battle with Askov. Whether that'll be the case after the stops, we'll have to see. Reed doing another lap extra than what Askov did then. Well, another 2 laps at least actually. So that Askov pitting has put Kramer into 5th, Matt by 6th, Tim still 7th, Herrera 8th.
Nice drift by Herrera, as we're gonna see on the onboard replay.
Andrew Jones looks like he's left the pit lane too early because he just picked up a stop and go penalty. I have to say, Herrera has done a good job this season. He's not been involved in any sort of incident and he's just slowly made his way up into the points finishes each time he's raced. I mean, so far this season Herrera has had a 5th, a non-show, a retirement, a 9th, a non-show, and a 5th. But he always seems to get up into 5th ever so quietly. We never see anything of him.
Well, you just need to find your comfortable pace and keep it on the grey bit. I mean, we already have OV out the race. That's already a position gain for the backers.
Reed very sideways coming into the pit lane there. Let's see where this puts him. Into his box he goes. Jurasek's pitting as well. One set tyres done, second set just going on for Reed. Where's Askov at the minute? Jones just doing his tries through. In fact, is that stop and go for Jones? Could well be, yes it is a stop and go for Jones then. Reed's on his way out. Where's Askov in relation? Wow. I wonder if... Yeah, I think that was Jones just letting... yeah.
Okay.
So Reed's got ahead of Askov then. He's just coming across start finish line now.
That's Herrera.
Askov is... that position's for that battle is for position between Reed and Herrera actually. Askov's 3 seconds down the road.
Well, Herrera's not made the pit stop, but for Reed it's ideal to have Herrera between him and Askov.
Yeah. See Kemp's in pit lane as well. Ellis will be taking the lead. I don't think Ellis will be able to get ahead after the stops, but he was slowly decreasing that gap. Kramer by still up to 3rd, 4th and 5th whilst these pit stops going on. Looking at around 50 seconds for the pit lane time. See what Kemp can do. Yeah, around 50 seconds, a good stop from Kemp. Herrera pitting. So that'll release Askov onto the path of Reed. Askov has still got to get past Jones though. Jones will be that though.
He's just moving out of the way now, I think. Yep.
So Kemp down to 4th during the stops. Let's see where he comes out into relation when Ellis pits though, as he does so just now. Kemp's just coming up to the end of the second sector.
Only one retirement so far, and unfortunately for the championship it's been Nikovi.
Don't forget Hamilton getting disqualified down there.
Oh yes.
We'll be only managing 4 laps in the end. I think that's mapped by pitting just ahead of us. Kramer pitting as well, so it's going to be a pit lane battle between Kramer and Bai. Where is Ellis though? That's the important question. Kemp should be going through, yes he does. Ellis has had quite a slow stop actually. 6 seconds lost to Kemp there. 5 seconds, sorry. So gap back up to 7 seconds. Reed and Daskov filtering the way back into 3rd and 4th. Can GSC just going through past Bai and Kramer. Steele's pitting. Bai, Kramer should... oh no, Kramer's just got ahead of Bai in the pit lane actually. Because his box was closer to the exit by the looks of things. So could we have a shock victory from Kemp? He's been threatening it all season, hasn't he? And he's doing a good job so far in first 9 seconds, almost ahead of Ellis now. Reed is
catching Kemp, or are they just keeping the same pace?
Well, Ellis lost 5 seconds in stops, so that explains some of it. He was catching him before that though. Let's see what Ellis's lap time is compared to Kemp's.
Lost as in lost them, or he had a longer stop?
Longer stop. Ellis has had 1 minute 24 that lap, that was his out lap of course.
Maybe he's planning on making the final pit stop a bit later on the race?
Maybe, or although Ellis might have some damage because there was a bit of argy-bargy at the start of the race for him, wasn't there? Although Ellis has just gone and immediately set a purple sector in sector 1.
Maybe his car's been repaired.
Yeah, it could explain the 5 seconds extra. I don't think you can make it home from when they pitted though, that's definitely too late, too early even. Because we're not even at halfway point yet, so...
No, it won't be a one stop. But it might be like pitting 10 minutes before the end.
Could be a long second stint.
Yeah, and have a very short pit stop and a very short stint with fresher tyres.
Yellow flag is out there for somebody. Nothing is jumping out at me on the timing screen though. That was almost a personal best lap from Kemp actually. Ellis was still quicker though by a 10th. 7.9
minutes remaining.
So at the minute, Matt Bai, Sim Steele, Herrera are chasing down. Well, there's actually quite a big gap between them, but next target is going to be Kramer. Matt Bai is just 2 seconds behind Kramer. Matt Bai has said that he wants to finish ahead of the Sega cars this weekend, so he needs to get past Kramer if he wants to do that in the championship. I think there's only a couple of points separating those two actually. Kramer's on 9, Jones is on 9, Bai is on 7. So they'll be equal on points if Bai does get past. Ellis still catching Kemp this lap. Reed doing another solid drive again. 3rd at the minute. Ascroft's not too far behind him though. In fact, I think Ascroft slowly got that gap down actually, because he was a second quicker that last lap, I think. Yes, he was. And Ellis taking another 3/10 out of Kemp as well. Ascroft setting personal best lap time as well, taking another 6/10 from Reed. Kemp still can't shake Ellis. Ellis is very slowly getting that gap down. Interesting to see how Hamilton got disqualified, because he was behind Herrera and Herrera's still going.
No, Herrera was behind Hamilton.
Oh, was he?
Yes.
And it's another 5 tenths out of Kemp. And he's already...
Oh, that bike going a bit wide there.
already another tenth up on this lap as well. Askoff just set personal best lap. No, it's Kramer set another personal best lap as well that last lap.
He's about to cross the line.
Kramer lost a lot of time that lap actually. I bet Kemp's glad he built that lead up whilst Addis over in Askoff battling. What's going on here? Was that Jones moving out of the way of Kramer there?
Yep. Is Jones a lap down?
Yes, he is. Because of course he had that drive-through penalty, didn't he? That buys him still very similar lap times at the minute, both last and best. That buy will be hoping Jones hops out the way rather quick, I should think. And it's 8 tenths quicker than Kemp that last lap. Reed personal best. That buy is going to catch Jones at the perfect time by the looks of things.
Well, the thing is, Kramer's Jones' teammate.
Jones has gone too deep in turn 1 now. So that was no problem in the end. In fact, where has Jones gone? He's vanished altogether. Oh, there he is. Looks like he lost quite a bit of time going off track there. Reed is slightly expanding the gap between him and Askoff, but it's not by much. Ed is setting the fastest lap, which is an entire second quicker than Kemp that lap. That gap going down rather rapidly now.
What lap did Kemp pit in?
I'm not sure actually.
Did he pit before Ellis?
Yes, he did.
Interesting. Matt Bice seems to slowly be catching Kramer, at least visually.
It did just take 0.6 seconds out of him there actually. 0.7 in total on this lap.
So we might get a battle between Kramer and Bai and Ellis and Kemp for the race victory.
Ellis doesn't even need to risk taking the victory really. Well, I suppose he could risk crashing out. He doesn't need to worry about Obi behind him of course now.
And considering the battle between Bai and Kramer, we have to take in account what happened the first race with the new rule system on the start.
Askoff making his way into pit lane, yes indeed, by running into the back of Kramer. Because of that, Kramer deep into this hairpin. That Bai is right up under the rear wing now. At the minute, if Ellis crashes out and scores 0 points, he'll win the championship based on the number of wins he's got over Ovi, which is 4 to 3. He's only 5 seconds behind Kemp as he's taken another 0.5 out of him. See what Matt Bai can do is come onto the start finish line though. It looks like he's got a bit better momentum than Kramer at the minute. Gives him a slight nudge on the exit.
I think that nudge gave him a bit of a boost to Kramer.
Yeah, Kramer's probably using push to pass at the minute, I should think, as Askov's just picked up a penalty which ends his chances of that podium position. Here comes Matt Bai. Can he get the brakes down? Wow.
Matt Kamikaze Bai.
That was very close. So this will be an extra position for Durasek Kramer because of course Askov will be taking a drive-through penalty at the next lap. Could even get Steele ahead.
And Kramer are battling for 5th right now.
Indeed they are. Which would be the highest finish for Bai, I think. Yes, it would. Kramer's had a 4th place in Rio.
Jacarepagua.
Indeed. Wow, Kramer leaving a lot of rubber down on track through that chicane. .9 between Kemp and Ellis. Kemp is a second slower at least behind Ellis at the minute, the last couple of laps. How far behind Steele is Askov? Other way around even. It's 9 seconds, so Askov should be ahead of Herrera, but he'll be down in 8th place now. Which will be a fairly good points haul for the Boston cars actually.
Considering how Matt caught up with Kramer, I would think he's the faster car right now, but he just can't find a place to overtake.
And he almost went straight on across the track there as well.
Indeed.
I think Bai is a bit quicker than Kramer in this final sector. See what he is in the...
braking a lot later than Kramer.
Oh, that's a bit too wide there. Manages to get away with it. Someone's spinning somewhere, not sure who it is.
Is everyone leaving that amount of rubber round the final corner, or is that only Kramer doing that?
I've not noticed anybody, but I've not really looked. Matt Bai pushed the pass down the start-finish straight here. Still a bit too far back from Kramer. Plenty of space to spare. Bai needs to get a good exit coming onto one of the straights. Preferably the start-finish one, I should think, because he'll have a good chance into the braking zone there.
Kramer might have.
Whoa, he's made contact. Kramer holds it, wow.
Wow.
That was impressive from Kramer to hold on to that, because that was going way round. Battle between Kemp and Ellis down to 3 seconds. Ellis only 0.4 ahead that last lap. See what Kemp can do once he gets into the final. Kramer missing the chicane there slightly. See what Kemp can do in the final stint of the race. Is that Kramer pitting? Nope. I have to say Matt Bai is doing a fairly good job this race.
I'd be getting a bit frustrated not being able to catch Kramer when you've been right behind him for so many laps now.
Oh, could be an opportunity because Kramer is missing the first chicane. I think Bai was too far back though, he could have done with that last lap.
15 minutes and 50 seconds remaining.
Askov.
By has still 24 seconds away, so he doesn't need to worry about.
Where's Kramer going? Oh, By's followed him as well. Can this get
Ooh.
bypassed? Yes, it does. Kramer way off track there. By up into 5th then, ahead of Kramer now. Durasex pitting, Reed is pitting, so top 3rd and top 3 and 4 pitting. Ellis has got that gap down to just 2.2 seconds between him and Kemp. Jones is way off track there actually.
Kramer braking way too late for that corner.
Ellis is already another 0.3 or so seconds ahead of Kemp. Kemp just coming into pit lane now, so this is going to be crucial to see who can take the lead of this race. It's going to be a pit stop battle and it's going to be tight.
Yeah, Kramer seems to be the only one kind of sliding. I'm not sure if it's this setup or if it's some sort of damage on the rear of the car, but when he turns right round the long right-handers, just kind of slides from the rear. You can see the smoke coming out. Even from the onboard cam you can see the smoke through the mirror.
Might explain why he was a bit deep into the right-hander where By got past then. Especially if it's causing a couple of issues under braking as well. I don't see any noticeable damage, but it's probably knocked the suspension or something at some point. See what Kemp and Ellis can do. Kemp currently 40 seconds behind Ellis. Ellis needs about, what should we say, 40 seconds? Probably around that. Herrera pitting, Andrew Jones has retired, making that the 3rd retirement from the race. That will be a non-finish for Jones. Drop points aren't going to affect the championship in the end, because of course OV will be dropping a couple of points, but no one's close enough to him.
I'm trying to see what's happening with Kramer's car, but it doesn't seem to be doing it anymore.
Ellis just pulling over to let Reed through by the looks of things there.
Maybe it was just the way that Matt was catching Kramer and he was being a lot more aggressive around the corners.
So is Ellis going to be pitting this lap? He isn't. Kramer is though. Kemp 35 behind. I think Kemp's got that gap down to Ellis actually, or has he lost time?
So Reed, which is 3rd, is a lap down from Ellis.
Reed's 4th, but a lap down, yeah. Ellis hasn't made his 2nd stop. Matt By's ahead of him because Reed's made his 2nd stop.
Oh, okay.
Interesting, and it looks like Askov was the fastest car through that lap. Yeah, Ellis had a slow lap there. He was 3 seconds off what he normally manages.
Speaking about quietly going up to 5th, Duraset is 5th, only 4.4 seconds from Reed.
Yeah, they both pitted and made the 2nd stop as well, did it at the same lap.
Interesting. So where's Askov gone?
Askov had that penalty and he's currently 6th.
Oh,
Although it's only 5 seconds behind Duraset, but Askov's not made his... No, Askov has made his 2nd stop, hasn't he? Interesting.
Ellis pitting.
This is going to be the crucial stop then.
On board on Gary Kemp.
You keep an eye on Kemp, I'll keep an eye on Ellis.
We've got a deal.
Ellis on his way out. Matt Sim Steel even has just pitted as well.
Kemp on the final corner.
There was 3 seconds between them before the stops. And there is now... Has Kemp gone through? Yes he has. Only a second between them now then. 9 minutes to go. Can Kemp hold on? Kemp needs to pick up the pace if he does want to hold on, I have to say. Matt Byes making his way into pit lane from 3rd. Let's see what Bye can do then.
Wow, Ellis really close to Kemp. 9 minutes remaining. Only 2.5 seconds.
Matt Bye on his way out. Will he be ahead of Kramer? Where is Kramer at the minute? Just going around the final corner. Should be fairly ahead.
Kemp's going
He is
wide.
indeed. Kemp loses first to Ellis, and Kemp's off track as well on the final corner, so Ellis leads the race. Ellis has come out of nowhere to get that 10-second gap back down to the lead of now a second.
Oh, Kemp going wide.
He did indeed. Reed's at a purple
3
first
times,
sector.
actually. Wow.
Kemp's struggling then. I think Kemp may have just lost his best chance at winning that race, you know. Because Kemp was lapping slower than what Ellis was before the stops. This is crazy statistic, but if Ellis wins this race, his average finishing position for the entire season will be 1.38.
Wow.
There's only 3, 4, 5 races he's not won. So he's won 50% of the races. Well, will be 50% of the races.
50% of the championship.
Yeah. Reed still 3rd, 41 seconds behind Ellis and Kemp. He's got Jurasek 2 seconds behind him, Askoff 6 seconds behind him. Matt Bye, Kramer 6th and 7th at the minute.
Kemp's managing to behind Ellis. And we have some traffic ahead.
Unless somebody retires who is ahead of Matt Bye, he will not beat Kramer in the championship. Unless Kramer makes a mistake as well himself. He's got Steele 23 seconds behind, so...
Ooh, Ellis a bit of wheel spin there.
That was a tad of a chance for Kemp there.
Kemp might be getting really close on the start-finish straight.
Kemp actually set his fastest lap for the race last lap. So he's managed to find some form of pace again. See what the lap times are this time through. Ellis does a 1 minute 19.9, Kemp does a 1 minute 19.7. Just half a second between them with 5 minutes to go.
Is that Kramer ahead?
It is indeed. Kramer.
Moving out of the way.
Oh, Kemp, bit of a mistake breaking into the second corner. Really looked like it got away from him slightly.
Ellis seemed to be struggling a bit on that left hairpin. It's a really difficult turn. You need to brake as with the car as straight as possible, but it's not easy.
Yeah, because you're already going through a very long right-hander. It's not much of one, but it's enough to cause a few issues.
Kemp using push to pass.
I think he is, you know.
Gonna get real close. Ooh, is he going the inside?
Ellis sees him coming, sticks it round the outside though. Although Kemp may have a better exit than Ellis here. Ellis was a bit of a wheel spin, that's what I'm trying to say, on the exit of turn 1. I don't think Kemp can get on the outside of here though. Good attempt from Kemp in the final couple of stages though. 3.5 minutes to go. Got Herrera and Steele up ahead of them. I think that is. Definitely an Audi there.
Yeah, I think that's Herrera and By maybe, or Steele?
It could be by actually, I don't see anything yellow on that car. Ellis letting everybody know he's coming, Kemp is right behind him. Kemp quicker of the two last time through, gap's 0.4 seconds. And there's about 2 laps to go, Kemp coming from a long way back into turn 1. That will have cost him some time. Although Herrera and Matt By could cost Ellis some time. Herrera moving over and braking early. Matt By a bit wide. So we most definitely have a race on our hands with just 2.5 minutes to go. Kemp's not giving up on this victory. I thought he didn't have the pace, but it looks like he's come back in the final stage.
2 minutes remaining. That's about 2 laps.
Oh, Ellis looked like he was a bit sideways through the chicane. Wasn't by much, but it was enough to run him wide. Kemp should have pushed to pass again now. It should have recharged. Let's see what he can do. Ellis already defending the inside line. Girasek 4.2 behind Reed, could have a battle for third. I think Reed's got the measure of Girasek though. Whoa, was that Matt By almost running into the back of Kemp? I just heard that on board with Kemp there. Kemp's lost a bit of time to Ellis actually.
I think he's gonna have one final lap, you know, to attempt an overtake.
Whoa, Ellis very deep into turn 2. Well, what I guess is turn 2. I don't know if the chicanes are classed as turns 1 and 2. So I think we could get one final lap. I think Kemp may be a bit too far back now, though.
Not sure if he used push to pass though.
Perhaps he didn't. Elliott is all over the place there in the chicane. Whoa, Kemp back end slipping out from the underneath of him as he braked into the final corner there. Kemp starting to fall back now. As we start what I should think will be the final lap. Yeah, Kemp lost 0.4 seconds, he's down up to 1.2 behind now. Matt By still ahead of Kramer, just by 2.2 seconds.
And the time is about to reach 0 now.
Doesn't look like Kemp will be picking this victory up, but it will certainly be Kemp's best performance of the entire season. Well, equal best performance I should say, because he had a second in Jacarapagua. So into the final sector, around the final couple of ends. It is indeed the last lap because Reed and Jurasek have finished 3rd and 4th.
Nice performance by Reed.
But once again it's going to be Ellis taking his 5th victory of the season, and God knows what victory for RLD, probably the 8th or 9th now. Ellis is champion. Kemp comes home in 2nd. Matt By gets ahead of Kramer in 5th, Kramer 6th. Askoff manages to finish in 7th. We're just waiting for Kramer to Askoff even to come round. There he is. So it's 7th for Askoff in the end, still in 8th. And that rounds out the points paying positions. Hadden with another faultless drive, pretty much.
Gary Kemp finishing less than a second behind Ellis.
Yeah, I think that's the closest Kemp's been to victory, you know. Just that small mistake cost him what could have been his first victory of the season. Three retirements. Jones retired on lap 23, Ovi had a spectacular gearbox or engine failure on lap 4, and Hamilton was disqualified before he even got the race underway.
Nice solid race by Jurasek as well.
Yeah, 4th for Jurasek. That's probably his best performance all season, or equal best.
Indeed. Well, that's another season over and done with.
It is indeed. 11 long weeks have finally come to a close. We know our champion. And we've seen some standout performances this season as well. Reed and Kemp coming to light. Askoff didn't turn up much, so we can't really say much about him. Jurasek, once he got back halfway through the season, he's had some good results as well. And Ovi, can't forget Ovi, did retire just when he needed to be winning, but he's had a good season. And once again it was RLD who dominated the championship with, well, after Audi took over RLD halfway through. Audi, of course, doing what they wanted and picking up the victory in South America in both the Drivers and Teams Championship. And that does round off 10 races. It's gone quick.
Well, I think that is all from here. Next stop, I believe it's Korea on F1 Mallorca DTM.
Could well be, you know. That's next week, is it?
I do believe so.
Then,
10 PM BST.
yep, and there'll be a couple DTM races before our non-championship race at the Ring 100 on November 2nd, which I think the entire grid is looking forward to, and I am especially.
And then it'll be get things ready for season 3.
Yeah, season 3 will soon be here as well. Lots of preparation to go into that though.
Wherever that takes us.
We'll announce those details as soon as we can, of course. But I think that's it from us for another season. We shall see you for the non-championship round in just over a month's time. I'm Matt, and it's also been Danny with me the entire season, and thanks to him for doing that as well. And we shall see you at the ring.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thanks everyone for joining us, and good night.
Oh.